Greetings to our melanated people all around the world. It's with a joy. It's a blessing. It's an honor to be out here in nature, well connected, well grounded, and greeting you, bringing a message of emancipation to you, bringing a message that would set you free, pointing you to discover your true identity and discovering your true spirituality that will put you in a place of liberty. Because what I am teaching you is that basically, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And that your self-doubt is your greatest enemy. And as long as you believe in a God outside of yourself and hold to idolatry, that you will end up in poverty. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning poverty of imagination. Because poverty is a mental disease. It's a state of mind. And unfortunately, there's a lot of poverty among black people. And the reason for that is because they are holding on to idolatry and refuse to accept change. And what is the idolatry? The idolatry that black people are holding on to is the white idol that was given to them of an image of a white man named Jesus Christ, who they believe have existed 2,000 years ago with special powers. And they believe that this special man could do all these miracles and that they themselves can't do them. Now, every time a black man or a woman call upon the name of Jesus Christ and believe Jesus Christ to be a man or a person or a power outside of themselves, they are literally giving away their power, which is the power of the Creator, which is the power of imagining. That's the reason why they are suffering from the poverty of imagination. Because many fail to realize that imagination is what creates reality, and not calling on a God outside of themselves that is helping them when they go on their knees and pray. Because basically, it is your thoughts that is creating your reality. And when you accept that it is your thoughts that is creating your reality, you will hold yourself responsible for all of your actions. And you won't point your finger on anyone or trying to blame a devil, believing that it is an entity outside of yourself. But you will come to realize that the devil is a negative self, especially your self-doubt. Then you will realize that religion been set up to keep you in mental slavery. And mental slavery is poverty of imagination. Because when our children have been sent to school, they brainwash them in believing in a man named Jesus Christ and have them singing all of these Jesus songs and have them believe in a God somewhere in the sky. And then in school, they do not teach them how to think, they teach them what to think, and then they shape their mind with the mentality of an employee mentality. So basically, your children are going to school to learn how to become an employee and not an employer. So they're not cultivating an entrepreneurial mentality in the children in the schools. They are cultivating a religious mentality and an employee mentality to keep them limited and dependent and keep them in mediocrity. And when they do that, they are taking away the power of imagining from them. Because the teachers are going to teach them that in order for them to be successful, they have to get good grades. And most of the parents in my country literally believe that. Because most of them spend their time at work, and from work they go to church, And they never get any time to think for themselves. So they never get time to sit and go into meditation and use their own human imagination to create their reality consciously, because they do not even believe in themselves. They do not even love themselves enough to believe the God that is within them. That's the reason why many will say, I am not God, I am not the creator. That's the reason why someone else always have to create for them. Many of them, they get lost on the cell phone. And you can look and see who created the cell phone for them. Everything they depend on and trying to give some God in the sky or some God outside of themselves some thanks and praises for. It was created by someone else. Not even looking like them. But it is time for us to wake up and accept that imagination is what is creating everyone's reality. And that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And as he continues to think, so he remains. So, my brother and my sisters, what I'm saying to you is get rid of the religious mentality and learn to believe in yourself. And put your creative power to work for you so that you'll be able to be more independent, more than depending on others. When you have the same power. The Pope doesn't have more power than you. The Queen doesn't have a different mind than you either. The President of America doesn't have a different mind than you. There's no one that have a different mind than you. It's the same mind, but just different arrangement of the same mind. So rearrange your mind. Be not conformed to the system of the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. You have to go inwardly and change the pattern. You have to break the cycle and change your paradigm. You need a paradigm shift. So shift the paradigm from poverty into wealth, abundance, and prosperity by getting rid of idolatry. So that being said, my brother and my sister, I believe I've gotten my message across to you. That the only poverty there is the poverty of imagination. And that there's no such a thing as a recession, because every money in the world is being printed. And the machine can print as much money as you can think about. So my brother and my sisters, it is high time for our people to wake up and stop accepting slavery. Because right now, it is a choice. Ignorance is a choice. Because if you do not believe me, at least you go and do some research for yourself. If what I'm saying to you make me sound like a crazy man to you, you can at least go and do some research for yourself and see if these things are so before you just take them and throw them aside and disbelieve them and still hold on to your idol and call on Jesus Christ, knowing that so many years you've been calling on this idol and you haven't done anything for you. You've been tipping tithes and offering for so many years, and no windows have ever been opened up and pouring you out a blessing that you do not have room enough to store. So my brother and my sisters, there's no virtue in poverty. There's no virtue in mediocrity. There's no virtue in idolatry. There's no virtue in scarcity. There's no virtue in being broke and miserable. That's the reason why you've been told above all things that I wish, above all things I wish that you prosper and be in good health as your soul prospers. That's my wish for you today. By having you finding a quiet time and a quiet place, I should say, and find time to be in a place, a meditative state of mind, where you can meditate on that which you would like to see manifest in your life, where you can think about the life you would like to live, and where you can see yourself going to the places you would like to go to, having the home you like to have, having the transportation you like to have, and all the other niceties of life, and put it to work in your life. And prove for yourself what I'm saying to you, that all poverty comes from the poverty of imagination. When people are using their imagination, and when people do not believe in themselves, when people have the wrong concept of God, when people have the wrong concept of who they are, when they don't have self-knowledge, or self-consciousness, or self-revelation. So my brother and my sisters, this is an easy way to prove for yourself. I'm only the messenger bringing a message, but you can be the doer by putting what I am saying to see if it is so. And if you prove it to be so, then I don't need to say anything else, because you have the evidence. And remember, evidence don't tell lie. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much for listening to me, and I want to encourage you to continue to vibrate and a high level of frequency in positivity, and to put what I'm saying to work in your life. I have some material down below that I would encourage you to check out the link down below and see if you're interested in having books that you can read. And I want to continue to encourage you to share these videos, to like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and comment if you feel led to comment. Now with that being said, I want to now give you the sign of enlightenment, of which Matthew 6:22 tells you, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And this is the single eye message of self-realization that I'm bringing to you. I'm saying to you, when you have that experience of Matthew 6:22, you come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N and the S-O-N, and that it is the dawn of a new day in your life, and that without the sun there is no life and there is no light, and that truly the sun, as in the S-U-N, is the light of the world, and that Jesus Christ is S-O-N, because every S-O-N that ever born in this world had to depend on the S-U-N, and the S-U-N was before every S-O-N. And we will also come to realize that without the human imagination there isn't anything made that was made, and that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun, and we are the people of the sun. Therefore, my brother, my sister, my encouragement to you is to use your mind power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, I want to encourage you once more to use your imagination to create your reality consciously. So that means I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.